Hello my doves, what's up, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impressions of the Revlon Candid foundation in the shade 540 Walnut. We're going to be doing a demo, wear test and review right at the end. If that is something you guys want to see, I suggest you keep watching.
From the top, drop that, yeah, feel the funk, y'all, yeah, feel the funk, y'all, yeah, you lay back in the cut, what's up?
I've been researching this foundation because I'm a little bit annoyed, and I'll tell you why. I'm annoyed because this foundation, let's start with a little bit about it, and then I'll tell you why I'm annoyed. So this foundation retails for $20.99 at Chemist Warehouse and $25 at Priceline here in Australia. It comes with 22 mils or 0.75 fluid ounces. So it's not your standard, full 30 mils. It is quite a bit short. It has a natural finish. It's formulated with anti-pollution, antioxidants, and anti-blue light ingredients to protect your skin. Yeah, anti-blue light. I've never heard of that. Like, has anybody here heard of anti-blue light makeup? I feel like it's a first, in my humble opinion. I don't know. I'm just like, okay, Revlon. It's supposed to have a smooth texture that goes on like a moisturizer. It's got medium buildable coverage. It's supposed to be weightless. Now, this is where it gets, a little bit annoying for me. It is available in 31 shades in the US and possibly anywhere else that sells Revlon, apart from Australia. It's actually only available in 16 shades at Revlon. Yeah, so only 16 shades, available at Priceline. So of 31 shades, there are only basically about half the shades available here in Australia, of which the deeper skin tones, there are only 2. There are only, let me repeat that. There are only 2. There's Walnut, which is what I've got in my hands here, which is the deepest shade available in Australia. And then there's Pecan, which is kind of still in that dark category. It's not deep, but then it's not medium either. So yeah, that really annoys me. That really does annoy me because there are 31 shades. It's not like it's a lot of shades. I mean, that's a good shade range, I suppose, but like, once again, in Australia, for us deep skin girls, we are once again disadvantaged or left out. Like, how can there only be 2 deep shades? Out of 31, you picked 16 of that 2, you only chose 2 deep shades. Like, that pisses me off so much. It really does annoy me. But yeah, that's what I have to work with. So Pecan is described as deep with warm golden brown undertones, whereas the shade that I've got for you guys today, which is Walnut, is described as deep with cool undertones. So clearly that is not my undertone. I don't have cool undertones. I'm expecting this to come out a little bit more ready, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. We're gonna try it out today on my skin. We're gonna do the usual, half with a beauty blender and the other half with a brush. However, it does say on the Revlon website how to use it, and it recommends using it with your fingers or with a brush. That is the recommended mode of application and like buffing motions. So, and then starting off, and it also says to start off with a little bit small and then build up from there because it is buildable. So, having that in mind, I'm still gonna try it out with a beauty blender because I know, well, with a beauty sponge. I'm trying to train myself to not say beauty blender as like an overall term for it. Beauty sponge, Ollie, beauty sponge. So yes, I'm still gonna try it out with a beauty sponge because I still wanna see how it performs. Some people prefer beauty sponges over brushes. So yeah, I still wanna properly try that as well. So we're gonna quickly prime my face. I'm gonna prime with the Huge. I don't change primers very often. Well, since I found this combo about a year ago, I haven't changed my primer routine. just because I find that it really does work. So I've got the Magical Maringa, sorry, as I was saying, by LUSH for around my nose. Now with this, I probably should do a video about this since I use it like a fair bit. And I find that people with oily combo skin are always looking for like that next thing, or are still looking for that thing that's gonna really like help them. And I feel like since Magical Maringa came into my life, it's changed some things. And then Bobbi Brown Face Base Mineral Enriched Face, no, Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Oh my god, I do know what it's called, I promise. Now I like to use this one because it's really hydrating. Okay, so that has melded in quite nicely. We are going to go, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. We're gonna go in with the Candid foundation. I'm gonna do this side with a sponge and this side with a brush. So with my Model Rock Cosmetics foundation sponge, this one is my absolute favorite beauty sponge, hands down, of all time. I just love it. It gets so big. Like, look how big that is. So big. Anyway, that's what she said. Okay, I need to stop. Anyway, so we're gonna do one pump. It's one pump and a bit. Really thick. Doesn't really like slide down. Bit moussey in texture. I don't know if I'm putting too much here. It did say to put on a little bit and like work your way up, but yeah, that did not happen. That did not happen. What do you guys think? It's definitely medium. I really like the finish. The finish is actually really, really nice. It does look really natural and skin-like, at least with the beauty sponge side. I'm not sure if the sponge is just kind of soaking up a lot of product and therefore shearing it out. Sponges do tend to do that. I feel like you can see a fair bit of my acne scars coming through. Not overly bad. I'm just gonna go in with another layer just around here and around my nose marks and see if I can't build that up with the sponge. The undertone's not too bad. It's actually looking really orange. I don't know if you guys can tell. I think I'm gonna like the brush side better, just because I feel like if you compare the two sides, like no foundation and foundation, it doesn't look all that different. All right, let's go ahead and do this side. And the brush I'm gonna use is kind of like my favorite foundation brush these days, which is the Hourglass Vanish foundation stick. It's made for the Vanish stick foundation, but I love this thing for like everything. For concealer, for foundation. Definitely more full coverage with a brush. Just gonna stipple that in. And then buff. Definitely way more coverage with a brush. I was kind of expecting that though. Like if you look at my nose, this is the sponge side and you can still see my nose marks, whereas this side, they're virtually gone. So yes, that's what the brush side looks like. and the sponge. And I have a total of about 2 pumps on my face. So 1 pump for each side. But like not a full pump on this side. I'm putting the rest of it on this side here just to bring up the coverage. So, ladies and gents, well, I actually don't know if there's any guys watching my channel. If you're a guy watching my channel, comment down below. I'd really like to know. I think it's all females at this point. Anyway, so let's have a little looksy pan, all that good stuff, just so you guys can see what it looks like at the beginning of this wear test. I'm gonna try and do as many hours as I can. I don't know how many hours I'll do just yet. My aim is 8. I feel like 8 hours is a good work day. But yes, let's do this. I like it. Okay. Real quick before, you know, we go on to the next phase. So 3:30 is our start time. We are going to go ahead and, as usual, film a couple other videos in between then, and I will be back for my first check-in, which might be, depending on how long I take, anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. So yeah, there's that. I will see you guys soon. Hey peeps, it's currently just gone 7 o'clock and there's no change. I clearly have my face done. There's that. I have some eyeshadow, I have some fluttery lashes, I do have some bronzer, lips, all that good stuff. I will pop it in the description what I'm wearing on my face. But anyway, so yes, first check in. Honestly, all I can see is a little bit of the oils coming through my nose, like a little bit shiny, but it's like nothing. Like I wouldn't do anything to my face looking like this. Like it actually looks pretty good. There's not much for me to say. It's been what, 3.5 almost hours. So let's just call this the 4-hour mark. Let's do our usual pan, you know. No change, no change, no change. I will see you beauties with the next check-in. You guys, it's the first time I've actually seen my face and already I'm like, what happened? What had happened? Wow, that is so oily. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, we'll get into this in just a moment. Let me just tell you guys the time. So it is 1:15 midnight. So we have definitely been doing this for more than 8 hours. In fact, it's probably more than like 1.5 hours at this point. So 8.5 hours at this point. So let's quickly do the pan. I'm astounded in just how oily my face is. Like, okay. All right, let's have a look at my usual post, you know, final review of my foundation. We'll start off with transfer tests. So I'm just gonna use my fingers. Oh yeah, yeah, so it is transferring onto my hands. Lovely. So it failed the transfer test, guys, at least on me. Next one is oil control. So with oil control, I just take a blotting sheet. I use the Shiseido blotting sheets. So 1 to 2 sheets is considered very, very good oil control. 3 to 4 sheets is considered medium oil control. And then if it's more than 4 sheets, so 5 or more, really bad oil control. So let's blot. So I would say this is 2 sheets. Took 2 sheets. So oil control is good, but could be better. Could be better. Next, we're gonna check out performance. How did it apply? So the foundation applied better with a brush than it did with a sponge. In the instructions, it did say that using a brush or your fingers is the preferred method of application. That definitely did show when I compared the 2 sides. It worked well with other products. I do have some bronzer on, some highlight. The highlight didn't pick up any of the product from below. Had no issues putting blush on, so it worked really well with other products. The finish was really nice. It was quite a natural finishing foundation. Didn't look either matte or dewy, kind of an in-between skin light finish. In terms of separation, even though it had a lot of oil coming through, it hasn't really broken up the foundation. Like, I could totally touch this up and it would be fairly still really good. I think if I was to go in, it's probably residual powder on here. Yeah, it's actually not bad. I can see where it's kind of lifted, where I've kind of either scratched my face or touched my face. Hasn't settled into fine lines around my mouth, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, so it's actually held up pretty well in terms of longevity. Just in terms of oil control, it's not its best. It did not oxidize. I felt like the shade wasn't an exact match, but it didn't get any darker at all throughout the day since application. And look, there's no real separation or anything like that. So it's performed pretty well considering. So with that in mind, I'm probably going to give this foundation a B-. I'm taking points off because I looked so oily after 8.5 hours. I've had other foundations not get that bad previously and I've given a better score. So in comparison to that, that's where I'm going to go. I don't know if I mentioned earlier in this video or not, but I will pop my foundation shades up on the screen for you guys, just so you have a shade comparison. If you're one of these shades in these foundations, then this foundation that I've tried on, this color I've tried on for you guys, should suit you. You can get away with it, you can get away with it. But yeah, that's essentially my review, guys. Look, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you on the next one. It's been a pleasure. I'm gonna sign off because it's so late and I need to get some sleep. I got the dentist tomorrow. Yo, not looking forward to that. Anyway, guys, I love you all. I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.